Hello, and welcome to Sutaku's Live. Where last we left off, I guess we're in a trial? I have no idea what's going on, and I still don't know who has really died or who has really killed, but I guess we're gonna figure it out in this episode. Yeah, I have no idea. This trial, it's quite a weird one. But just to recap, I guess. Oh, konnichiwa, Oni-san. I can't speak Japanese. I really want to learn though, but I'm just really bad at sticking to learning. But anyway, konnichiwa. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on. But I guess to recap, either Kaito or Kokichi are dead. Maybe both. I still think it's both. But we will see. Actually, I think it might have been Kokichi's dead. Wait, but they showed the video of Kaito also dying. So maybe both of them are dead. I don't know. We'll keep going and see.
What are you talking about? It's not a lie.
But Kibo saw you. He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
Himiko definitely did something in this, but I'm not too sure what. Well, I know that she brought the crossbow. Hey, welcome Rai. She brought the crossbow, but I don't know what happens after that.
Yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large black bag.
No! That was probably
Don't want something
Tsumugi
else.
cosplaying as me!
Well, I don't really care about learning how to write it. I would need to learn how to read it. But reading and speaking is all I need, and speaking more importantly than reading. But yeah, it would still be difficult. Anyway, off topic.
You know I can't cosplay as someone unless they're a fictional character?
Himiko, this is the bag you were carrying, isn't it?
Also, oh yikes, I don't understand. You were like, I love Kokichi. Kokichi's the best. And then Kokichi's the mastermind. What is this? He literally... Like, maybe he's not, maybe there's a twist, but still, he's definitely been doing some fishy stuff around here. And you like him. Why? Why?
That's the crossbow case.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carrying.
What? Hold on. Himiko went to the hangar with a crossbow?
Alright, but why do you like him at all? He's completely just a not good guy. Replace that with whatever other words you want to use.
Uh-oh. Well, it's decided then.
Wait! That's wrong! I just brought it there. I didn't shoot it! It's the truth! Please believe me!
You're right. I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
Not you! If you believe me, it makes me look like I'm lying!
He was acting very suspicious. No.
Not the culprit!
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow!
Another true statement.
And that's all! I didn't do anything else in the hangar!
100% exactamundo!
Oh yeah, okay, I didn't mean to click that.
I'm not the culprit!
totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow.
Another true statement.
And that's all. I didn't do anything else in the hangar.
100% exactamundo.
Why does this all sound so fishy?
Ah, 'cause Kokichi won't shut up! Get out of my head, Kokichi!
I'm gonna say objection to her not bringing anything else.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Oh, dang it. Dang it, I always miss. What do I always miss? Come back here.
Yep, that's true too.
Alright. I'm so bad at this. It's like the most basic gameplay. And I can't even. Why am I so bad? Oh, it's not even that. Alright. There's no doubt whoever that Himiko carried. Okay. Okay, that's not.
I was wrong!
Okay. I guess I have to agree with her, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow.
Another true statement.
And that's all. I didn't do anything else in the hangar.
100% exactamundo.
Okay, well, I know that she can't use the crossbow because she won't be able to assemble the crossbow. But I'm not too sure which is the right thing for that.
Yep, that's true too.
I agree.
I agree.
Goshage. I agree.
I don't think Himiko used the crossbow. More accurately, she couldn't use it.
Couldn't use it? Why not?
The crossbow inside this case was disassembled. Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it. But I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
She didn't teach me that. Right, Maki?
Is Maki gonna lie or something?
What's wrong? Are you mad about before? Sorry. I thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that.
I'm sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
Fine. I'm not going to lie. I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
See? I told you! It's just like I said. Everyone who suspected me needs to apologize right now!
She changed back so fast. I think I might have whiplash now.
Then, why did you bring the crossbow to the hangar, Himiko?
Himiko kind of became like a PG version of what's her name? Completely blanked on her name. The inappropriate person. Forget her name. What's her name? Miyu. Miyu! How could I forget that name? Alright.
I was asked to.
Kaito asked.
That's it! Was it Kaito?
Huh? Kaito?
Only Kaito or Kokichi would have asked for a crossbow to be brought to the hangar. Because Kaito knows how to assemble the crossbow, he certainly could. Knowing that, I can't imagine that anyone else would have asked Himiko.
I do not think she would bring it at Kokichi's request.
Of course not. Why would I ever listen to Kokichi?
'Cause I know you like me.
Nuh-uh! I hate you!
But I like you.
What? That worked on her? Alright.
Hey, don't play with Himiko's heart.
Does just saying I like you to someone suddenly make them like you? Even if they never had interest in you? This needs more research. Maybe Kaito was trying to keep the promise they made yesterday.
But why were you keeping that a secret, Himiko?
Well, Kaito sorta asked me to keep it a secret.
I don't know why it keeps blocking the word dot. But anyway. Maybe for a thought like Himiko. Himiko's not a thought. She's PG Mew.
Then Kaito died and I got scared. I thought it was gonna be next.
You're the worst for trying to pin the blame on Maki just for that reason. Maki, teach this dumb monkey the true terror of human beings.
Don't bully the person you like.
I guess she really took that to heart.
This is way beyond bullying a grade school crush.
PG thought.
Himiko, when exactly did Kaito ask you to do this?
I think it was around evening yesterday. I was so nervous about fighting Kokichi, I couldn't get to sleep. So I took a walk near the hangar, and that's when Kaito called out to me. I got startled and wet myself a little, and then he asked me to get him a crossbow.
A little bit of too much information, but okay.
That one part was, you know what? Never mind. So if Kaito asked for a crossbow, does that mean he was going to kill Kokichi?
No, he said it was to disable Kokichi. I wouldn't have helped him otherwise.
Right, because disabling Kokichi definitely sounds like what he's gonna do. Not kill. Of course.
I trusted Kaito and took a crossbow from Maki's lab.
That's when I witnessed Himiko.
But then, what did Kaito do after he had the crossbow?
I don't know. I just handed him the crossbow, then went right back to the dorm.
Presumably, Kaito tried to attack Kokichi, only to be disarmed of the crossbow. And then, Kokichi returned fire and shot Kaito. That sequence of events seems logical.
No, it happened a little differently. Both Kaito and Kokichi shot the crossbow.
And there's proof of it. Well, I would choose both of their jacket holes, but that's not a thing.
This is it! Remember that when we found Kokichi's clothes, there were holes on the back and sleeve. The same kind of hole that was found in Kaito's coat.
In his back. I'm guessing the shot in the back would have to be first. Like he turned his back, then he shot the crossbow. Then he turned around, then he shot it again. And then, I guess, Kokichi took the crossbow from Kaito and then shot him. Although I don't know how he'd have the strength to shoot something when he got shot twice. But okay.
Kokichi was shot by the crossbow too?
I'm pretty
And
sure
it was
crossbows
Kaito
are
who shot him, right?
quite heavy. I don't think I've held one myself, but I'm pretty sure it would be heavy. A decent crossbow.
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that.
You don't remember whether or not you were shot?
There is no doubt that they shot each other with the crossbow, but...
It doesn't matter.
Huh?
It doesn't matter what happened in between. In the end, Kokichi killed Kaito.
Maki definitely knows something. I'm not sure why she's like protecting Kaito in a way.
Maybe Maki's right. It doesn't matter what happened in the middle. Because in the end, there's no mistake that Kokichi killed Kaito.
I don't know why they're saying that when Kokichi also got shot, and he actually got shot twice. But yes, Kaito did get stomped by the machine thing, but I'm pretty sure we confirmed that he was already dead by that point. So, he wasn't killed then.
Then let's hurry up and vote.
No, it's too soon. There are still mysteries.
Who cares about that? We already know who the culprit is.
You sure about that?
Huh?
Why would Monokuma step in? I thought he would enjoy everyone voting the wrong person.
What? Now he's joining in?
As the one running this trial, it bothers me when anyone says mysteries don't matter. It affects the overall entertainment value, so I encourage you to really think about things. After all, there should be some mysteries that still matter. For example, is Kokichi really inside that exisal? Stuff like that.
What?
What are you saying? We already finished that discussion a while ago.
Kokichi's gotta still be alive since the killing game's still going. His voice is even coming from the exisal and everything.
But we heard it speak in Kaito's voice earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, don't rely on that. After all, this exisal has a voice changer.
What? Why is that such a shock? He did change his voice at the start of the trial.
Ha! Because of that, nobody realizes I'm pretending to be Kokichi.
But it wouldn't make sense for Kaito to pretend to be Kokichi either.
But no more!
So they're both
Sorry
dead.
For the wait, guys. The luminary of the stars has arrived. This time for real.
Are you sure about that?
What? What's going on?
I told you, I'm Kaito. I was just pretending to be Kokichi is all. There's a bit of a situation going on, so I didn't really have a choice. Sorry about tricking you guys like that. My bad.
Huh? So Kaito's in there after all?
Don't be stupid. How many times are you going to be tricked by him? That's Kokichi pretending to be Kaito.
Hey now, Maki Roll. Don't you believe me?
Don't ever call me that!
Oh, she mad.
Whoa there, chill. You really think I'm Kokichi? I mean, I guess I understand. Sorry, I can't really get out of this thing right now.
Why not?
I can't move because of the injury I got from Kokichi. It's so bad I can't even stand. That's why I'm in this exisal.
Is that so?
But if you guys don't believe me, then we can't move on. So, you're up, Shuichi.
What? Me?
Well, that is a Kaito thing to do. Hey, welcome, guest.
Explain to everyone how I wasn't the one that died.
I don't know how you can explain it though. He literally died on camera. Does that story end with Kaito? The victim of the case. Can I not choose both? I feel it's still both to me. Is it actually Kaito? What? I'm so confused.
Hey, what's the matter, Shuichi? Just hurry up and tell everyone why I'm not dead. Should be...
No, I won't. Because you're not Kaito. Kaito is already dead.
Despair will never die! Good, good! This is already more entertaining! Now, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very
Okay.
own...
Right.
All right!
They're both dead. Dynamic game. You missed so much. Yeah, you missed quite a lot. You'd probably have to watch back if you really want to know the story. Watch previous episodes. Which are all on Cedar Live on YouTube. That's 2 against 3.
I suspect that Kaito is inside the Exisal.
But he said that he can't leave the Exisal because he's injured.
I got this! Unless he comes out of the Exisal, we can't confirm that.
Is it possible
they're
that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi's shirt.
I got this! Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the Mastermind, but...
The Mastermind is still alive. Inside that Exisal.
Why are you so opposed to Kaito being alive?
I got this! Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
I suspect that Kaito is inside the Exisal.
I got this! Unless he comes out of the Exisal, we can't confirm that.
He said that he can't leave the Exisal because he's injured.
Anyone who knows about Kaito's injury can make that claim.
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
I like the music of this
But
part.
there was an arrow hole on.
I got this! Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe...
The Mastermind is still alive. Inside that Exisal.
Why are you so
I got this! Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
Ah, right, this thing. Oh, which one's D? Okay.
This is our answer.
Full counter. I don't know if we fully count it. Is it actually Kokichi still
I
alive?
don't want to believe it.
I still can't
In a
believe
way,
either
I still
way.
can't.
I'm pretty sure they're both dead.
But the evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's the truth.
I see. If that's the conclusion you've arrived at, Shuichi, then there must be no mistake.
Then the one here is...
Looks like I messed around too much.
Sorry, that was just a little joke.
What a sick joke!
You're still an asshole.
True, and I can't forgive him. But we still need to stay calm, be rational.
I still don't think it is Kokichi. But I guess if there's a voice changer in the suit now, if that would make it possible for it to be one of them.
Because we need to get to the truth of Kaito's death.
Yeah! Just keep calm and carry on!
Why are you saying that? What part of that was calm?
Getting back on topic, why don't we examine the crossbow a little more closely? I think we need to get all the facts straight, so we don't fall for any more lies.
I agree, but... What do you think, Maki?
Fine.
Okay, let's discuss that then.
Why are you acting like you're in charge of things?
So if we assume that Kaito and I shot each other with the crossbow, then the most efficient way to solve this is to set up a timeline of events.
Hey, I said, why are you...
Alrighty then! Let the debate begin!
I don't know what's going on still. That's me, like, during most of the trials. Like, I feel like I know the answers, but then they put in
When the
plot
crossbow
twists,
fired-
and I just don't know.
What was even going on?
As if you need to ask, you were there!
The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first. He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire.
I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one.
But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab.
Still, only one arrow was fired. So how could they both shoot each other?
By the way, crossbow shots hurt a lot. My wound is still aching something fierce.
Oh, bell's ringing. I will be right back. Okay, yeah, that was just the mailman. Alright.
When the crossbow fired,
What was even going on? The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first. He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too.
The-
Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire. I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one.
But
Only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab. Still, only one.
Wait, what? But I only gave one arrow. Oh. I didn't know that. But there were 3 arrows there.
Oh no!
It's not a mistake! Dang it.
when the
What?
crossbow fired,
Oh, did I do the wrong thing?
what was even going
Oh.
on?
Okay, that was my mistake, I guess. Don't mind me.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire. I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one. But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab. Still,
Okay, there we go. Oh, I missed
Wrong!
the... It's wrong.
Wait, Himiko. What do you mean, one arrow?
Well, I only gave Kaito one arrow, so...
Are you positive?
That does put a twist in things.
Of course! There's no way I got that wrong.
Well then, that's strange, because...
There were
there
3
were
arrows.
arrows in the bathroom, remember?
But then there were 2 arrow holes in Kokichi. And only 1 in Kaito, so... What is going on?
3? I know I only gave him 1! Kaito even told me to only bring him 1. He said he wanted to avoid fighting.
maybe Kokichi had some hidden away?
Why would Kokichi have 2 arrows when he didn't have a crossbow to fire them?
But we know for certain that 3 arrows were recovered from the scene. And all 3 arrows had blood on them.
And altogether, their clothes had 3 perforations in them. So we know for certain that they shot 3 arrows at each other.
There must be some angle to this we have not considered yet. What could it... What is it? What could have happened? Think. I need to think. Are we going into the mind taxi again? Mind taxi! Yes, okay. I don't actually like this one, it's kind of boring as a minigame. But I guess it's different than the usual things in this game, so I guess it's a nice change. Up, out. Mind taxi. Mind taxi. How many arrows did Himiko give Kaito? It is 1. Oh no. What was Danganronpa 2's one? I forget. Oh, drifting. Do I have a boost? I'd have to slow down. I want to go faster, not slower. Oh, ow. Oh! I haven't done that before. It's because I wasn't looking. Dang it. Oh, does that ruin my health? I love thinking time. This is like a children's show. It's thinking time, everyone. Where were... Oh, wait, whoops. Where are all the arrows inside from the start? Yes, I think so. Oh, wait. Okay, then no. What do they mean from the start? When is the start? Been in this place before. Yeah. Very good at this. Oh. I'm very good at this. Don't judge me. Ow. Ow, this is very narrow. Alright. I'm very good at this. Did I tell you how good I am at this? I'm very good. Oh. Dang it! Oh, almost hit that. My favorite children's show is running over. Okay. It's thinking time, everyone! Let us think! Who brought the 2 arrows? A third party? Yeah, yes. I think maybe Maki brought 2 more.
It connects.
Because Maki is also acting suspicious.
That the additional arrows were brought in by a third party?
A third party? So someone besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
Says the third party.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Kaito was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Kaito said he only needed one arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
Did Maki, like, also?
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Oh. So this is my thesis or theory. I'm guessing. So Himiko did her crossbow thing first. Then Maki came in later. She used her electro hammer on one of the exosols and captured it, and then used that to get into the hangar. And I guess while Kaito and Kokichi were fighting, she bust in and also shot her own arrow at him or something. Although I don't know why you wouldn't just use the exosol at that point. So that's my theory right now.
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
I have figured it out. You're just really slow, Suichi. The exosol. X. E. I. Alls. Look at me go. I know how to play games.
I see now. That's it. The exosol. The exosol could be used to enter the hangar. We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier.
Ooh. Is Maki protecting herself? Because she's the murderer?
But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the exosols, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an exosol.
Although I don't know why she'd be so desperate to protect herself from dying, considering she is an assassin. I would assume you would mentally prepare for that eventually, if you were an assassin. But I guess now she has Kaito. Well, now she doesn't have
I saw
Kaito,
an exosol
because
enter the
Kaito's
hangar
dead.
last night.
So I don't know what she's living for. Anyway, we'll see what happens.
So was this third party piloting it?
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma. Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an exosol?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an exosol. After all, the hangar is where the exosols are supposed to be stored. It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an exosol comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an exosol, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the exosol every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an exosol and entered the hangar? But can just anyone pilot an exosol?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
Okay.
Nipples too?
Anyway, this third party commandeered an exosol and infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other 2 arrows with them.
Maki went through all that? Oh my. He must have really wanted to protect Kaito.
I told you that's impossible. There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an exosol. It's not.
What? Not possible.
But Monokuma just said it was possible. Dynamic Maki. Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me? because she's the murderer. But someone must have murdered Kaito,
Someone
and
was piloting the Exisal.
I'm assuming
They could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Maki wouldn't have killed
Is
Kaito.
operating the Exisal really that difficult?
Do we even know how to get inside an Exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 Exisals. And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
There's no way to stop an Exisal. So getting inside...
There's a lot of
One would have been
contradictions
impossible.
in this one. I
You're
think.
right, it's impossible.
If someone was piloting the Exisal, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the Exisal really that difficult?
You just
Do
gotta.
we even know how to get inside an Exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 Exisals. And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers...
Oh, dang it. Sorry.
That's wrong! Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged. I know because I found one.
Objection.
There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the Exisals.
Is that electro hammer used by the third party? Maybe they used it to disable an Exisal.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 Exisals.
And now just 3.
But this morning, there were only 3.
Wow, this really is like a Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, XSL,
I noticed that too. Was the missing Exisal taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
Identity of the third party. Electro Hammer gives us a clue. I know it's Maki, dang damn it. I figured this out like 10 minutes ago. Dang damn it. Use Sesame Street logic.
It's you! Maki, you're the third party we're looking for.
They really aren't good at making mysteries in this game. Like, I've played Phoenix Wright, and they do a much better job of making a logical and complicated mystery. These mysteries are just illogical, and they just put random twists into it, so you can't figure it out, or it's very obvious, like this one.
What? It's Maki?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said. The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning.
Although if I do remember correctly, I think Phoenix Wright did also have like a twist you can't completely see happening. But I don't know, I still feel like it was well or better made mysteries than Danganronpa. Not saying that I don't like Danganronpa, I've played 3 of the games now. But I just think the mysteries lack depth. Throwing the shade. Well, I will, because they've made 3 games. You gotta improve. They've improved graphically, and like, world is bigger, but like, their story's still fairly shallow.
Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the Exisal with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar.
Yes,
Now
what
we
I
just
said.
have to figure out what happened after.
I'll kill your logic. Why are you doing this?
Because it's the truth.
Why are you getting in my way?
Kodaka is a little lazy.
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you...
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an Exisal, and then shooting the crossbow.
Okay. Trial's over, guys. We did it. We did it, boys. Trials are no more.
I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit.
Well, if you shot the crossbow, then you're obviously a culprit. We solved the mystery, boys.
I used the electro hammer. And I used the Exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there.
Nothing.
However, I'm not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in the clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back.
Okay.
An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
Oh,
That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit. The arrows left holes in their clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those
yes,
spots
poison.
wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
I'll cut through your words! It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit, if it were poisoned.
Poison?
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before.
Just a little. How would you notice that? I guess he is the ultimate detective, but depending on how little is little, you couldn't really measure a change from like that much.
If that poison had been applied to those arrows,
And I assume you wouldn't need to use that much poison to just dip an arrow in and cover it in poison or something.
they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What do you mean now? That's not cool.
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
There's no way she is! 'Cause why would she kill Kaito?
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Okay, next theory. No, I'm gonna repair the ship because I think that Kaito and Maki work together on this. And Kaito like grabbed Kokichi in some way, like held him, and then when he held Kokichi in one place, he got Maki to shoot both of them with the arrows just to make sure Kokichi would die. And Kaito sacrificed himself for the good of everyone, I guess. I don't know. That's my theory.
Maki is still fighting.
Huh?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
I think she means Kaito's life, but I'm gonna go with all of us.
That's it!
I don't know. We'll see.
She plans to sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us?
Then, by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here. Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
But it doesn't make sense that she'd only kill Kaito. And why would she kill Kaito anyway?
This isn't over.
Yeah, definitely isn't.
Maybe we do have the truth now, but we have a choice.
I don't
to
think it's the
make.
truth.
We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did you say?
What is going on? Why? I still am not convinced that Kokichi is alive.
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth.
Well, you're
is
not grasping
enough.
that hard.
We need to grasp.
You're
the
grasping
hope just
very,
beyond it.
very badly.
So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does
Hey,
that
welcome,
mean you guys made up before he
Rashikas.
died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
No, he was a wimp. Until Katie came along. And then his life changed.
You think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
You love this trial? It's confusing. But it's going alright, I guess.
Then, what really happened?
Tell us.
Maki, please tell us.
Tell us.
Please.
Tell us.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all
What is
in
this?
shock.
Now we have a narrator.
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining the mood!
What is this? A Disney film?
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
Is that it? What? Dang it! We need to go on! That took 1 hour, but probably not going to finish this trial in this stream. We'll see.
Well now.
Alright. And then, the Monokuma and Cubs theater segment began. But, with all the Monocubs destroyed, this segment was no longer possible. And so the curtain quickly fell. Oh, that's it? Alright.
The flashback light became the motive. When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair,
Thank you.
I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end.
Okay.
I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but
You were naive.
huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me!
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow.
Okay. But then what about the crossbow and arrow that Kaito had?
And broke into the hangar with an exisal.
Okay.
But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other.
okay.
Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow. Probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both
Okay.
of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in.
Oh, okay.
I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow.
Nice.
That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison?
Since it takes a while to circulate. But even a small amount will result in death.
Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
Ah. Well then, yeah, that's a bit weird.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died.
Yeah.
And find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
But then wait, she knows that he's dead. Right? Or is he... Or is he still alive, but he's dying now, just because of the poison? That would explain why someone was looking for antidotes in Soichi's lab. Maybe that was Kokichi. The plot thickens.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard. Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
Where are you going
As
with
a
this?
remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying.
But how did Kaito get shot then? Because it looks like, so far, he ain't gonna do anything.
But anyway, why are you starting up the killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless. Yet, I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow. But then...
Why? What? What?
What?
Exactly.
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison.
Okay, so she went to look for the antidote.
I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time.
I used Strychnine poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed.
Wait, how? Did Kokichi do that? Why didn't she carry Kaito with her?
I assumed it was Kokichi's doing, but because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote, but Kokichi stole it from him.
Oh, dang nabbit. Well,
Sorry, but I can't die here.
I guess I know how this goes now.
Since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
I think he knows that, and he does not care.
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
Damn it!
Stop!
Phew, I feel so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not. Because now another class trial is going to start.
Last trial?
You'll be the Blackened for this case, you know. The Blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
It's sad time.
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
Well, you understand, Kaito, that by doing that, you just made her kill someone. And someone is you. Dynamic Kaito.
What?
Aww, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse, huh? Maki is gonna become the Blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me!
Don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily.
I have my doubts.
Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy, even like that. You really are not boring.
What?
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you...
Don't mind me. Run, Makiro. Just hurry up and run. Run and live. You gotta live.
But I refuse to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife. In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
After that, I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone. The bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial, in exchange for all of your lives.
That's a bit drastic. Maki, you sure about that?
So that's what happened.
Well, I guess her plan failed anyway, because we now know that she's the Blackened.
Then Kokichi, knowing
Unless-
what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
We choose to be the Blackened, but I'm guessing that's not going to happen. Because I know that there's a chapter 6.
Is that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you make fun of him! You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Whoa. Alright.
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosoul. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh.
Spiky hair, Maki.
So,
He's scary,
what are
Maki.
everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for?
Like, really? Can't they just kill him? Like... Kaido was kinda dumb. Not gonna lie, he was heroic, but still dumb. Because if they just kill the mastermind, then there would be no class trial. At least I assume.
You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why? Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet.
Why not?
We don't have the whole truth.
What else is left?
This case isn't over.
Okay.
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand.
What else is left to understand? I'm pretty sure we understand everything. And I assume that Kokichi killed or smashed Kaito. Thank you for the follow. Smashed Kaito after he went and died. Did that make
There's
sense?
another hidden truth within your testimony.
A hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
Part of Maki's testimony that doesn't add up. Kaito protect. Kaito. I don't know. All of those seem kind of weird. Oh, another person. Nagato turned PK. Alright. Whatever floats your boat. I think that makes me have 200 followers. Whoa, I don't have any special effects or anything, but whoa. Even though the goal thing hasn't updated. I'm pretty sure. 200 followers. Whoa. Going to doubt Kaido's action.
Oh no!
Well, I do doubt Kaido's actions, because why did he do it? But okay. Oh, okay.
I was wrong!
I don't know.
Damn it!
Huh. Oh, I died. It's the most poetic sentence I've read.
That's it!
That's it? I don't get it.
Maki said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar. But that doesn't make sense, because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Ah, okay.
Oh yeah!
The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
The alarm.
Maybe the sensor
They only-
just missed her.
They only really show the alarm once, and the only time they show it, they deactivate it. So it's kind of hard to remember.
Nah, the security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
And why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
That's right. There must be some reason behind all these oddities.
I did
What have you-
attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter,
Ah, Electro Bomb.
the alarm would have
Makes sense.
activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with a knife?
I'm not going to tell any more lies. I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife.
Okay.
At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
Okay.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100%
Ta-da.
certainty.
I object.
That's wrong!
That's wrong.
There is a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
So, why would Kokichi use a bomb?
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb? I had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so.
Oh wait, he had to do
Can't
it.
come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
He would have had to do it to smash Kaito, right?
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
What?
Smashing Kaito. Smashing Kaito. Keep Kido away. I want that one to be.
That's it! It was to deactivate the safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The electro bomb
You're back,
wouldn't have
alright.
just taken down the alarm system.
It will be here.
It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
That's true, but why would he do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. But if I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
Neil?
All
How?
wrong.
Okay, may have messed up. Alright. I don't know, this plot keeps adding layers on layers.
We can't let
I don't really get the
There is a
point of
way
having
to
lives
disable
if
the
you're
alarm
just gonna be able to
system.
restart right away. Like, it would be annoying to have to go from the start, but like, what's even the point then there? The main objective was... Wait, okay, I did this.
That's it!
It's plot lasagna, yeah. What piece of evidence is called into question if the safety function was off?
That's it! Kaito's cause of death.
Plot ogres.
What?
Well, how is it... I thought we already established he died from poison.
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
Oh, you mean he would? No, but I'm pretty sure he died before the smashing, because in the video he was not moving at all. Fine.
This is it!
I'll play your games. But I won't like it.
The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
What? It could.
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter.
The reason DR doesn't have multiple endings is because Kodaka doesn't like having to replay the game, so maybe that's why we just make the score worse. Ah, okay. So there is a reason. I thought it was just like nothing, but okay. If it reduces your score, at least that's something.
So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that,
Ah,
then
okay.
we have our cause of death.
I get it now. This is important because if this is the cause of death, then Maki is not the killer. And then the killer would be Kokichi.
If that's the
It's all
case,
coming together.
it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
Oh, I just said that. Look at me, I'm a Himiko.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press. Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it. No matter what.
No matter what?
Oh, you hate me? Wow. I'm a precious bean.
That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too. Right, Shuichi?
No. That's actually it? Alright. Cool.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened.
I thought we could deduce, considering Kaito was not moving while the press was going down on his body. I would assume that's a quite dead person already. But okay,
But I
sure.
because I was actually involved.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer. There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Intuition?
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me?
Well, okay, let's just think this through. So, if we were to choose Kokichi as the culprit and we were wrong, then everyone except for Maki would die. But if we're right, then Kokichi would die. That's kind of a win-win, really. Like, at least he's dead, no matter which you pick for him.
The heart-racing
Right?
excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
just kind of a win-win if you pick Kokichi either way. He's gonna die either way. But if you pick Maki, then she has a chance of... Wait, am I doing this right? Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm right. What if I pick Kaito? Well, that's just dumb. That'd be a Kaito thing to do. Dang it.
Hey, that's my line.
Wait, what's going on?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, did I
So
skip like...
that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Huh?
What?
What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder.
Wait, we went
he
through
was
this.
trying to commit a murder that...
Okay. Yeah, if you pick Kokichi, and even if he is the killer or not the killer, wait, what? Wait, there was more? Wait a second. I thought we were repeating stuff, but okay.
I was wrong.
Okay, that just put me off track. Okay, what am I doing?
That's it.
Yeah, sorry.
Monokuma.
I thought that was old stuff. Can I go back? Okay, let's just go back, and I guess I'll have to read it. Well, alright. I didn't think that was... Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, there we go. Hey, that's my line. I'm the one who decides when it's voting time. Oh, come on. No one gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do. Eh? Yes, of course. What kind of reaction is that? The culprit, you say? Oh, yes, of course. I know. Why do you seem so flustered? Flustered? Me? Ha 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 ha! What are you talking about? What's going on with Monokuma right now? Monokuma, do you not know who the culprit is either? Huh? What do you mean by that? I don't know. What? I don't know, huh? Oh, you can? No. No, we're gonna go with me reading. Why not? You don't know, do you? What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is? Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is either? If Monokuma doesn't know, what does that tell us about this case? Wait, this case? Yes, that's it! So that's what Kokichi's real objective was. What are you talking about? Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either. Murder Monokuma couldn't figure out. But what's the point of that? Kokichi is the one who's controlling Monokuma. But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us. Perhaps there are hidden cameras strategically placed to avoid our detection. Can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. I'm gonna repeat. Kokichi probably used the electro bomb to scramble whatever was that. The electro bomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly. Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden. Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi is the one who's controlling Monokuma. Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective was to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the Exosols, yes, the Exosols weren't protecting Monokuma, they were... Assume they were protecting him because they didn't appear to be harming him. Everyone's doing okay. And we're back. They were watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
So Kokichi isn't the mastermind then. Right?
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't.
Dun, dun,
That
dun.
implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an Exisal, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, this class trial must be always fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. I'll share it with you.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the Exisals to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
I told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
What?
Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us. Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
Well, you would assume that if Kokichi was controlling Monokuma, there would be no need for Monokuma to say anything. But okay.
No way I lied! I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me. The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How'd we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma,
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Soichi got him there.
Yeah, tell us! Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know.
Aren't you normally the forward one?
Ooh, is Monokuma now on the attack?
I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
and what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
Da, da, da.
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think
Oh
he was the mastermind.
my.
I see.
I don't know why we're
Just
able to do this.
deductions.
Like, it adds nothing to the game. Like, okay.
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the Exisals?
So is he even a remnant of despair, or was that a lie too?
If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Mew's the mastermind!
Oh, you didn't know? Mew not only invented the Electro Bomb and the Electro Hammer, she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device. Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the Exisouls and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
So was Kokichi actually trying to like help us in some way? Like trying to confuse the mastermind or something?
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Well, you're the one that brought it up, so...
But I wanna know.
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things back on track. This class trial is to
Well,
figure out who the culprit is,
it's impossible,
not the
isn't it?
mastermind.
We can't figure out who the mastermind is.
So, yeah, get to talking.
Unless...
I agree. Before
Kokichi
we worry about who the mastermind is or
just says
what
it.
my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma. But you gotta run the class trial too. So no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out. So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too.
Ooh, what a twist.
This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players?
So also, the reason that there was no information on the Monokuma file is not because Monokuma wanted to keep information from us. It's because Monokuma literally had no information.
No.
Where?
Beating the game's mastermind is the true victory. And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma!
Although he should have known that Kokichi was alive, right? I don't know.
If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner!
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Remnant of despair? Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
Is Monokuma on our side now?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Monokuma joins your party.
Yay! Ultimate despair.
Who invited you?
Now,
Well, this is
let's join forces and unravel the truth
very
behind
different
this
than what it
case.
started with. This whole trial is going down a weird path.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Yeah! Let's just focus on the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway,
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
That's robophobic. So now the truth comes out. The piece of evidence makes more sense now. That evidence that I couldn't wrap my head around. I'm not too sure. Kokichi's disappearance? Yeah, about that. We need evidence on what we
I
don't.
was wrong!
What's the question? If Monokuma doesn't know the culprit is, what evidence needs to be analyzed again? The video?
This is it!
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Let's
got it.
discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press.
You can see, he's not moving. He was already dead.
Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim.
He's got a pretty steady hand though. No camera shaking.
But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma.
Unless he set up a
So
tripod.
what about the video?
But that seems like a lot of work.
It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it. Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. If you get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
He's lying again, the madman. V? Is that a W or an M? What word fits in that? That's an M. More things Himiko and Speedy have in common. Wanting to fight. Well. T? Oh. C? I don't know, I'm just trying letters. Oh. Video? Video. Vidium. Victim! No, wait, I spelled it wrong. Vict.
I see now. The victim.
Huh?
No, that's a question for later. For now, we know that.
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. And that might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
What does that mean? I'm pretty sure Kaito is dead.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
I'm very confused.
Switched?
Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
What?
Where would he even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
What a twist. What is this game?
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad! Switching the victims was impossible.
Yeah, that's definitely gotta be Kaito.
The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just Monokuma also said that no computer...
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
That still doesn't make sense because Kaito is still dead, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and what trick is that? See? You don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done. So we can't just give up here.
Where are we going with this? This whole trial is a roller coaster.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder. So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not?
I don't know how he would be alive though, because Kokichi took all of the antidote, and I don't think he would have shared it with his ex-ma. Yeah.
Maki.
Ex-Maki! No.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Okay then. Let's talk about the possibility that Makiro mentioned.
Himiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Then let's all talk it over together.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
He took a video off a video that he did edit.
There was a trick to that video the whole time. Kokichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
I don't know. This thing's all over the place. What are you guys thinking? Who do you think's done it? How do you think it's being done? What's even going on?
You all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Could it be that the video was shot at another location?
Any other bright ideas? Come on, everybody, speak up!
I think maybe the electro bomb stopped the footage.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Oh, dang it.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
What's the
There
info
is
on
no
the hydraulic press?
You can check, but there's no edit.
Hydraulic press controls are a short distance away. There are up and down labels. Also safety function.
Editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
I agree. Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
True. I didn't even notice that really.
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
but in the video,
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
Electro bomb. I'm pretty sure it's electro bomb. Control panel, no. Electro bomb, right? Somewhere. Oh, electro bomb does not look like it's even here. What is that? I guess this. Yeah, did it.
I see it. The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember, so what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
That's true.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Camera stops.
Huh? What do you mean?
If you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press,
I don't feel like Kaito's alive. He still got poisoned. We're fairly sure of that. Wait, what?
I see it! The culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press.
Not really. Well, what do you mean? It depends. Like, you can stop a camera, then start it again, and it'll, like, continue. It depends on the type of camera, really. But, yeah, that would be possible. But I don't think it would be possible if it was disrupted by the electro bomb. Because the electro bomb would probably just turn off the camera. Not stop it recording and then start it again.
Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously. So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
That's what I've been saying this whole time!
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Ah, how am I supposed to... No. Okay. But yeah, like even on, I think Instagram, you can take a video and then let go of the button and then like start another video on the same like post. And I'm pretty, well I haven't tried it so I'm not confident, but pretty sure that's how it works. And then you like can continue and it like puts two videos together when you stopped.
We can't let it end here! The culprit stopped the video camera. Then,
Where would it have been? Like, I thought it would have been like somewhere here, but... Oh, like here. Here?
there!
Alright.
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same time, it would have to be near the switch.
That does make sense.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle.
It seems like a lot of effort for Kokichi to go through.
If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
At least I'm pretty sure it's Kokichi. Still very confused.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there.
I do gotta say,
but also a reason for the hype.
Tasumi has been like the most useless character in this whole story. She has not done anything of worth. Like, she's barely had any story elements with her. She hasn't even had really any friendships with anyone.
When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body
She's
was
just there to
mostly
react, pretty
hidden
much.
by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position so it would produce that angle.
That's why you don't like her? Well, I don't think that's a reason to not like her, but she is quite useless. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone else in the game has had some kind of relationship. Like, Kibo, it's not really a relationship, but Kibo and Kokichi fight with each other. We have Gunta, and like, everyone. Gunta's the first theme. We got Maki and Kaito. We had Angie and her disciples. But like, and we had Tenko and Himiko. Tasumi's just like nothing. He's so useless.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
You don't get to make that reference.
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
Or he was crushed by the press. He was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive.
Well, wait just a minute.
What?
So Ishi's like, oh, wait, I'm just gonna ruin your day.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he...
But he's not the mastermind.
Wait, the mastermind?
Dynamic Himiko.
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
I think Kaito died, but Kokichi used his time with the antidote to set it up to look like he killed Kaito, but then actually switched himself to be crushed by the press, although the timing on that might be off.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
The mastermind? It wasn't an old body, it could only be...
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did...
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time, which means that something had to have been decided before. Dang, this trial is layers on layers on layers. Don't even know. I don't know what this thing is. Words. Once I get the first letter, I can figure out things. Oh, the victim again. Victim. Victim what? Victim. Help? Helper? Oh, victim helped.
I see now.
What is going on?
I can't believe I overlooked this.
I've definitely, from the start of this trial, I've been talking about Kaito and Kokichi are both dead. And it seems that I may be right.
What do you mean? There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped. Which means they were working together.
Huh? Working together?
The only 2 people involved in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim lay inside.
Kaito would have to trust Kokichi a lot to make it so the press would not kill him.
If they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped,
What do you mean, like this all in my joke to you? What do you mean?
then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply, both people operated the press and camera at different times. An impossible trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
So Kokichi wanted to die? Was this just all part of his plan to
The culprit cooperated?
make an impossible
Even
trial?
possible?
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point.
I don't know, they can be remote controlled. Monokuma could control it or something.
Commit a crime
I
that is
still
so
think-
confusing,
I don't know.
even Monokuma would be tricked.
One of them is definitely dead,
Jeez.
and I feel like
this
the other one
culprit's a real jerk.
is 50% dead.
So, have you realized who done it yet?
The culprit is inside the... Wait, are we picking a killer now or a victim? Who is in the exosol? So there is someone in... Oh, okay. Then it's Kaito? Because if he was the first one to go into the press, then he has to swap with Kokichi. That will be the second one to go in the press, and then die. Yes?
The apparent victim we saw in the
so
video
confusing.
was Kaito, which means Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera at first.
But why did Kokichi, firstly, want to kill himself? Secondly, why did Kaito go along with all of this? And even act like Kokichi? And stuff.
If the two of them switched while the press was stopped, then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito. So, the person inside that exisal isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
This is so confusing.
What did you say?
So the culprit for this case is Kaito Momota. That is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right?
I don't want to believe it either, but it's the only way any of this makes sense.
Either way, in the end, they're both gonna be dead. But I'm still kind of right. Shush.
My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit. There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Wait, you? But didn't you say...
I saw it with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
But you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito!
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill
Yes,
him.
yes. You don't understand my big brain.
But the truth speaks differently. In the end, I was just running away from the facts.
Huh? I don't understand.
Big brain. I'm not gonna be PewDiePie. He went overboard with that big brain meme after a while. It was like every second sentence. Big brain. If he's a culprit trying to help him get away.
There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Like, see, I don't understand if Kaito was alive, why he would act like Kokichi.
Huh?
Just to make
Are
the
those
trial
the
interesting.
only options?
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote!
How many holes in your brain or something? So wrinkly brain.
There's no mistake. Kaito is dead. I killed Kaito.
It is true though. Not the size of your brain that matters. It's how wrinkly it is.
There is absolutely no doubt. That's the truth.
Well, that might be wrong, but definitely the size of your brain does not matter on how smart you are. Because otherwise, elephants would be geniuses. Or whales. They'd be real smart. There must be a reason for it, I really believe. But I have to get to the bottom of this before I can uncover the truth. But elephants ain't geniuses. You don't see them destroying the environment every day.
But Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi
They ain't
drank
big
the
brain like us. Relatively smart. They have good memories, but they don't have good logic.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it. So maybe there's another possibility.
He actually stored it in his mouth and then bird fed it to Kaito to give him the antidote. Okay, let's not go down that path.
What are you talking about? Impossible. That's Impossible. There is no other possibility. I killed.
Argument. Oh, okay. Oh, we're gonna see
killed
sexy,
Kaito.
sexy Maki.
You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison arrow.
Wait, what's the
There's
oh,
no other
okay.
possibility. What do you know? I killed Kaito!
I gotten better at this.
You're the one
I'm still
who's wrong.
bad at the holding ones though. Oh,
He died from my poison
Dang it.
arrow. There's no other possibility.
my
do
keyboard's
you
not
know?
working. What? Wait,
I
oh, maybe it
killed
is.
Kaito.
Wait, what?
You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison arrow. There's no other possibility.
Okay, maybe not that good.
What do you think? It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you,
Wait, what
this
is
is
going
the
on?
truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying. It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way.
Ah,
You're
what?
so goddamn annoying. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth
Ah.
anymore. Because
What is that?
I know what I saw. I was at the scene.
Is that just to distract me? Because it's
So
working.
I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore.
Oh, very fast.
Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him.
Final blow.
I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
Pretended to drink the antidote.
It ends here!
Oh my. This wasn't as bad as like Karumi's.
Kokichi just pretended to drink the antidote. He didn't actually drink it.
He pretended to drink it?
Drinking the antidote was part of his lie. Maki could only see so much through the window. She didn't confirm Kokichi drank it. I believe that Kokichi knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote. After Maki left, he gave the antidote to Kaito.
Why would he do something so selfless though? Is Kokichi actually
There's a
a
strong
good guy?
possibility that all of this was done to make Kaito cooperate.
Oh, okay.
Make him cooperate?
The swapping trick required the victim and culprit to work together. Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan. However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily. He needed leverage. He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life. That's just Kaito's character. And Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
But didn't Kokichi make this plan? What good is it for him if he's dead?
I imagine this was all part of Kokichi's plan to confuse us. You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
He went so far as to give up his life just to create this mystery?
Only Kokichi could think of something so nefarious. Who else would agree to die just to execute their plan?
Crazy. Why would he go that far?
I bet Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game, no matter what. But too bad! Shuichi figured out the truth!
You did nothing, Monokuma. Don't act all high and mighty.
Truth? Are you sure it's not delusion?
Delusion?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
Extras?
I'm fine with being
Nah,
an
Tasumi,
extra.
you're an extra.
Huh? Why?
If we're just extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill you all. Don't put Kokichi's words in my mouth!
But why? You were being so friendly with us.
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Kaito, I believe in you.
Hmm?
You're cooperating with his plan. You must have a reason. To determine that reason, I need to reveal the truth for like the 5th time.
I still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking of it that way makes all the pieces fit. I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
Who is this? The closing argument? Yay, closing arguments! We got it. It's been a bit over time on the stream, but we've made it to the end. At least of this chapter. I'm pretty sure there's one more chapter, right? Oh, yikes. Next is all inside the hangar. Okay. Yeah, that'll be next time. Or probably 2 more streams if it's really long. Well, I guess I can't blame Maki, but I'm pretty sure he didn't even take off the lid of the antidote. He just put the bottle in his mouth. I don't know how she didn't notice that. Maybe you're not able to aim so well. I know that feel. Kokichi in the press. Ooh. Topless Kokichi, oh my. Do you like that, oh yikes? Well, this means Kaito's going to die now, right? Kokichi's back. Ah, okay. Oh, don't tell me I failed completely. Oh, dang it.
We can't let it in.
Alright, let's try and go through it quickly. Wait, what? Oh, dang it. We don't have any evidence that Kokichi didn't see Kaito. Well, we have that picture now, don't we? We just had a picture of him giving the bottle to Kaito. We can't live out our fantasies, I'm sorry, Oye. It's only Soichi's memory, I guess. But Kaito 100%. And usually I would just go through this closing argument myself and talk over it. But I think this time it's too confusing for me, and I'll probably let him explain the whole closing thing. You didn't talk this whole time. Why not? We need people. Drink the antidote. I guess it's only Kokichi's, Soichi's memory. But yeah, I guess feel free to think however you want him to drink the antidote. Could be bird feeding, I'm not going to say anything. Ah, he tried to flush down his clothes, so... Kinda weird, but okay. Ah, wait. What evidence does the culprit leave in the bathroom? Culprit. 3 hours. I don't know what Kokichi's plan is.
This is the truth of the case! Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko from the window of his lab.
Yeah, I need him to talk through this, because this one's a very confusing trial.
She was carrying a black case, and heading to the Exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar.
So Himiko and Kaito actually did their own plan on their own to fight Kokichi. Maki just came in by herself and was like, I'm gonna ruin everything.
She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an Exisal and climbed inside. She knew Exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him.
Why would he want to just disable him?
That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an Exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard.
Hello, Maki here. Did somebody order some poison arrows?
Exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an Exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the Exisal. But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back, and it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strychnine poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time,
Kaito
Maki was the
ruined
one
it.
caught by surprise.
I wonder if they had a talk before Maki even arrived, which made him want to protect Kokichi. Or if it was just purely because
To keep Maki from
he
becoming
doesn't
the
want
Blackened, the
Maki
culprit
to
used their body to
kill
shield
anyone.
Kokichi. The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it. The Strychnine poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion.
Gotta say, he's pretty good at thinking on his feet to make all of this up on the spot. Like to figure out a plan that's
When Maki
unsolvable
returned with the
on the
antidote,
spot
she
when all
couldn't get
these
back inside the hangar.
random things happen.
so she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window. But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it.
And then sucked on the bottle
Kokichi
without. Okay,
drank down all of the antidote.
Is the
while
cap
culprit and
open?
Maki watched in horror.
I guess the cap's open. Well, then he would have had to definitely drink it, which does mean that the only way he could have given the antidote is if he bird fed it to Kaito.
Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only antidote was now gone. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow, but it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave.
Oh, poor Maki.
After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb, capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place.
I don't know how his video camera survived the electro bomb, though. I don't think that's really explained.
After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request.
I do gotta say, you should probably fill out the request of a dying person, even if it is kind of messed up.
Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the Strike 9 poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi,
Was that like a part
with
of
the
their
support
plan?
of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie.
Kaido had a lot of trust in
While
Kokichi.
Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic
To not
press's
crush him.
control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time.
Yeah. Also, he would have to trust that Kokichi would still have the strength to press the buttons to turn off the press while he's affected by the poison.
The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it. The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view, Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched places, and also switched roles.
Sexy, sexy Kokichi time.
The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim
Why'd he
became a
take off his
culprit
shirt though?
and started up the press and camera.
Like, I don't think that affected too much. And only his shirt?
Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation. He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself. And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again. This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be
So
Kokichi.
could be found giving more evidence that he's alive. Yeah, I guess.
They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick.
Pretty good trick. Do it again. Oh wait.
The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut.
Luminary of the stars. You have to say that part. This has gone way over time for my stream.
I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
But we'll get to the end of the chapter.
Really? Is it really, Kaito?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man! Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions!
Huh?
Even crying children stole the astronaut.
You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it, but it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Thanks, Kasumi, you've done
Is
nothing.
reasoning wrong somehow?
So why is Kaito still fighting?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you? You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, it's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not just possible, it's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
I'm still confused. Like, I thought everything's supposed to come together by the time you get to your closing argument, but I'm still confused.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma. What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
I'm just too smooth right now. I want to be Big Brain. big wrinkly brain. Monokuma can do whatever he wants to with the rule. How do you ruin something like that?
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes. 'Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
I believe my own logic, and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic. It's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in you, Kaito, not as a detective, but as Soichi Sahara.
Can
Preliminary
I just
of the-
say
okay.
something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
One last conversation?
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen.
Non-stop debate. I thought we were listening. Alright.
Alright, let's pin this down.
Wait, who am I right now?
Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
Alright, let's pin this down.
Oh, do I have to lie on this one?
Who
What
is
am I
inside
lying
that
about?
exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the
Survival
one who
thing.
died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
I'm confused. I need help.
Alright, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
There's only one thing here, right? That I can
Kaito, right?
counter?
That's what you said, isn't it?
The one who died.
Or are we
Alright, let's pin this
are we
down.
trying to kill everyone at this
Who's
point?
inside that exisal?
Kaito,
Because if
right?
I lie and say that
That's what you said,
Kaido's
isn't it?
Kokichi spotted, that means we're lying.
Reveal the truth.
And that means that we're trying to kill everyone?
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
What?
What do you mean, lie?
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Is he literally just gonna kill everyone?
Huh?
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I have to tell the truth. Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Hold on! Why did you wait until now to mention this?
So we choose this wrong? I don't know, because as soon as we just reveal who is in the exisal, the truth is kind of revealed, right? And if Kokichi is not in the exisal, then there's no problem.
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
I really am sorry, but this is the only way. Kaito is trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin the class trial. If Kaito is risking his life to do this, then I stand by him. I believe in Kaito, I will believe in what he's trying to do. He's not doing this to hurt us, I'm sure he's trying to save us all. I am confused. How many times have I said confused in this stream? Probably like heaps.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
Like, see, even if you're lying to protect, like, all Monokuma has to do is open the exisal, and then he knows that we're the ones that are lying. And then he would know that Kokichi is the one that's actually dead.
Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all.
Alright.
If you guys are
I hope it ends soon though, we're almost up to 3 hours.
Like champs.
Otherwise I might have to end it here and continue later, but I like to finish these trials in one sitting. Or like 2 sittings, I guess, but...
I'm not wrong. We can't vote for Kaito!
Stop it! That's enough!
Huh?
It's over.
It's over soon, alright.
If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
It was Kaito all along.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. Alright, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
It's just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do. Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started!
Well said. Let's get this started then. The heart-racing excitement.
Go. It's Kokichi.
It's no use. It's no use.
No, it is used.
It's no
Oh
use.
wow, they won't even let you.
It's no use.
Alright. It's no use.
It
It's no
seems
use.
the voting has finished. Now then.
So this means it's gonna die now. Right?
Who'll be chosen as the
That's so sad. A. At least we got A's. Can you get a higher rank than A? Is it like an S tier or no? Ah, that one B. Well, alright. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Please explain. Hell, if the culprit's gonna confess, then I guess even morons can't screw this up.
Absolutely right.
The Blackened who killed Kokichi Oma is Kaito Momota! You all got it right. So, you all got it right, huh? Even Soichi and Makiro voted for me. What a relief. Well, I knew you guys wouldn't get it wrong.
But you know,
But man, was it hard to act like Kokichi the whole time? I mean, sure, he wrote most of his own lines.
jeez.
Seriously. What? He wrote how to talk like... Alright, I guess that is something he would do. It's even got a bunch of alternate lines for different events too.
Huh.
But even so, I still had to ad-lib. You guys couldn't tell though, huh?
Come on, man.
Hey, come on guys. Don't look so sad. You guys got it right. It's all good.
Why?
Why did you kill Kokichi? You were against the killing game, so why did you kill him? I believe that you absolutely wouldn't do such a thing. She was protecting Kaido or just believing in him like me.
That's right.
Yeah, I should explain. Most of it's just like Soichi said.
After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me. I mean,
Then he told me I had to cooperate with his plan.
hey!
Plan? What plan? I've been thinking, this whole time, of a plan to throw the mastermind off guard.
What?
Throw them off guard? What are you talking about? You're the mastermind.
Ah.
Oh, that was a lie. I only pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
Pretended? You all fell for it, but you know, I prepared a bunch of stuff. Like this remote control I had Miyu make it. The mysterious message in the courtyard, using Gunter and making him a murderer. All that preparation was just to make you guys think I was the mastermind.
What?
What the hell? Why'd you do all that? The reason why I pretended to be the mastermind
Shit!
was to end this boring killer game.
Huh?
To end it.
Yeah.
I thought if I showed you the despairing truth, you guys wouldn't want to go outside anymore. I thought it would end the killing game, but instead, this happened. I'm gonna die by Maki's hands. Why do you think this happened? Why do you think Maki tried to kill me? Why do you think the killing game started again?
What?
Oh, man.
Because a true mastermind instigated it. I'm certain of it. They made a move without us noticing. Man, thanks to that, everything is ruined.
Hold on!
The true mastermind instigated it. So whoever that person is, they also instigated Maki's actions too.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, they probably tried to eliminate me because I pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
My actions were instigated by the true mastermind. But that can't be. The reason I decided to kill Kokichi was because I remembered the truth from the flashback light.
Could it be...
Maybe making you remember the truth was what the mastermind wanted. Maybe the true mastermind had us used in flashback lights, so we could target Kokichi as a remnant of despair.
Which means...
So the flashback light itself was the true mastermind's trap all along. They expected us to target Kokichi once we remembered he was a remnant of despair.
Okay.
Kokichi certainly expected it. That's why he talked about the true mastermind. But even so, this is all rather convenient for the true mastermind. The person claiming to be the mastermind just so happened to be a remnant of despair. We're all students of Host Peak Academy, and our fates are tied to the remnants of despair. I would never have imagined the fate. Okay, cool. It just plays in ice. I didn't know about the flashback light. Guess there's another mystery for you.
I mean,
Anyway, like I was saying,
you know,
then who is the true mastermind? Who knows? I don't know either. But it doesn't matter. We can't lose. This game is pointless unless you win. That's why I thought of a special plan. When I'm on the verge of losing, my plan will help me win.
huh?
I don't really get it, but is this the plan to throw off the mastermind? Well, it's not that difficult. Kaito, I need you. Oh. This is where the bird feeding happened. To kill me.
What? I mean,
Plan was to make a case where the victim was unknown, and then trick Monokuma into thinking I was a victim so he'd mess up. If he ruled that either Maki role or Kokichi were the Blackened, then I'd show myself and Monokuma's ruling would be invalid. And if Monokuma's ruling was invalid, the killing game would end. I'm not sure if it works like that, but okay. Kaito, I need you.
But
That's what I'm most curious about. What makes you think it would have ended?
That's right.
Yeah, I asked Kokichi about that myself. Why would Monokuma care if he messed up on the whole Blackened, who the Blackened was? And this is what he said.
Well, you know.
Even if it's Monokuma or the true mastermind, they can't break the rules as they please. Being unfair like that isn't allowed.
Hold up.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Death games are meant to be watched. If no one is watching, there would be no reason to be such a stickler about the rules. There would be no point in making this a game in the first place.
But
Monokuma has been a stickler about the rules and about making the game interesting. That's why he agreed to my plan in the virtual world.
which means
Monokuma is aware that someone is watching us. In which case, I have no doubt that this death game is being shown to someone.
What did you say?
So this is some kind of show? But who'd be watching? We're the only people left alive, aren't we?
yeah,
That's right, the flashback light is the reason we even remember that.
Nah.
But Kokichi might have been right. Why have a death game if no one's watching? I wasn't sure about it at first, but after the class trial, there's no doubt.
Listen up.
Monokuma can't do whatever he wants. He's bound by the rules of the game. That's why he couldn't afford to get the culprit wrong. Why he relied on Shuichi.
Yeah.
It's just like Kokichi said, if this game's rules matter so much, someone's watching. Death game is made to be watched. If that's true, then who's watching?
Hey,
What's this all about, Monokuma? Is this killing game really a show for someone? Who can say? Why won't you tell us? We were friends during the trial.
You guys.
Honestly. I was just happy you guys cooperated with me.
Well.
Humans love to help. They jump at the opportunity to extend a helping hand.
well then,
Then, here's another question. Who are you, really? If Kokichi, a remnant of despair, is not the mastermind,
incomprehensible.
then who's the true mastermind? Is it another remnant of despair like him?
Ahem.
I'm not gonna spill the beans on a perfect to-be-continued cliffhanger like that. Why? Are you just too cute? Oh, really?
Hey,
I understand Kokichi's plan, but why did you agree to work with him, Kaito? Why did you agree to kill Kokichi? Because he saved your life? You should have just ignored him. He'd be better off dead anyway.
Nah.
It was kinda hard to ignore. He's such an annoying guy.
Huh?
Jeez.
I wonder how far ahead he planned that evil scheme of his.
What?
Yeah, but killing you?
Don't screw around.
What are you talking about? You want me to kill you?
Ah.
I figured you'd react like that. But are you sure you're okay with that? Because if this poison kills me, then Maki would become the Blackened. And her crime would be exposed so easily.
Well, you know.
If that happens, then Maki and I would have died for no reason, right? Which is just what the true mastermind expects.
What? You?
Damn it, that's playing dirty. So that's why you gave me that antidote. I am the ultimate supreme leader. There are no depths to I won't sink to. Or sink to. Even if I have to sacrifice myself. Anyway, this is our chance. A chance to end this killing game.
Ruin this killing game.
That's why you have to kill me. So we can win and ruin this killing game. We'll bring the true mastermind and everyone who's watching. We'll bring them down to utter despair. Then everyone who died can rest in peace. I don't know, I guess he's kind of a good guy. Is he? Oh, I'm gonna die soon. Can we get this started already?
Damn.
You're seriously crazy, dude. But you know,
At least
I wasn't boring, right?
that punk.
Then he blackmailed you by using me?
Nah.
No, I agreed to his plan once I heard the words ruining this killing game.
Jeez.
He was crazy, but that let him come up with some crazy plan. And we needed a crazy plan in order to stand a chance against Monokuma. I bet on that chance I didn't have any other choice.
Damn it.
Because I'm out of time.
What?
Could it be...
You mean your health?
What are you talking about?
But you said you were fine. You told me not to worry about it anymore.
My bad.
My bad, that was a lie.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty bad, honestly. I'm at my limit just talking. Oh. So, Kaito was gonna die anyway.
But you know...
But I gotta wonder how this happened. I don't remember at all. My memories. I was fine during the medical exam for my training.
Could it be...
This might be the virus.
What?
Virus?
If I remember correctly...
One of the plagues that caused the planet to crumble. A virus carried by the meteorites spread across the globe. Post the Academy along with... Okay, cool.
Could it be...
This must have something to do with the virus. Kaito used the flashback light, so he didn't use the flashback light, so I didn't remember. But weren't we supposed to be immune? We were selected because we didn't.
Well,
Perhaps the virus was dormant when you were selected for the Gopher
to
project.
tell you the truth,
You could have been infected the whole time, showing no symptoms until very recently.
What did you say?
Kaito is infected with the virus? But how could that be?
Jeez.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I guess I'm pretty screwed, huh? Well, I knew this was coming. That's why I agreed with Kokichi's plan.
But you know...
But you know, when I found out about the plan, I thought it was pretty awesome.
Hey, so...
Kokichi left me this whole outline of it. I freaked out when I read it. It was a pretty good plan. I thought we might be able to trick Monokuma. But I knew Shuichi'd see right through it in the end.
Huh?
Well done!
That's exactly how it went. Nice job, Shuichi. You're really something.
Well then,
That's right.
Yeah, I knew you guys would figure everything out.
Got it.
That's why I was able to get on board with Kokichi and lie to you like that. Even if I messed up during the trial, I knew Shuichi'd see the truth.
That's my sidekick.
Why?
Why, if you knew I'd see through it? Why?
Then,
Nah.
No, it wasn't pointless. I ended up being a huge success.
What's that mean?
I mean...
Because of this plan, and Kokichi pretending to be the mastermind,
Got it.
we got closer to the true mastermind's lair. Or liar. Liar? Wait. Lair? Lair. Behind the truth, there's gotta be a hidden... Okay, cool.
Huh?
Yeah.
but
What?
Okay, now they're just talking to her.
Hey,
Getting hard to breathe, so please, can you...
Hey, so...
Now ask one thing. You want to ruin the killing game, but you kept saying how fun the game was. That was a lie, obviously. How could a game that you're forced to play be fun? I had to think if the game was fun to survive. I had to lie to myself.
Huh?
You little. The bastards who created the game to toy with our lives, and they're enjoying it. They're all piss me off.
Shit!
That's why I'm willing to do whatever it takes to end this game. Oh, maybe Kokichi wasn't too bad.
Nah.
That could have been a lie too. He probably just said it so I'd cooperate with him. Was it really a lie? I think his dying words may have been the honest truth.
It's a lie!
No, it's definitely a lie. He's not the type to shed real tears. I wonder which one it is. But maybe that's what lying is all about. The truth is in the eye of the beholder, huh? Kokichi was the very embodiment of a lie. That pretty much wraps up my explanation. Now finally, I need to apologize to Shuichi.
Huh?
I mean...
To be honest, I was jealous of you.
Huh?
Jealous.
That's right.
Oh, we're into 3-hour mark. Gotta wrap this up. Come on, guys. Because you were always saving us, you know? Your detective skills kept us alive. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure the Japanese version Kokichi says, how can a game where you have to kill people be any fun instead of forced to play? So to decide that the moment was the truth, kind of shows more of how against the killing game he was. Pretty cool. You were way too cool. and I got frustrated.
My bad.
So that's why I was so harsh on you. My bad.
That's wrong.
Hey, no, Kaido, that's not true.
Hey,
I was only so confident because you were there for me, Kaito. When you made me your sidekick, you said that you'd take the responsibility. And that's why I could do all this. If you didn't talk to me back then, even now I'd be... Oh. Like you're going to die.
Kaito! What?
How can I be okay? I'm about to die.
Okay.
Punishment time. Why would you punish him? He's dying anyway.
I won't let you kill him.
Oh, you're planning to get in my way? You know what'll happen if you do that, don't you?
So what?
I don't care what happens. I plan to kill you anyway from the start.
Indeed.
Yes. Oh wait. Yes, I've been determined to fight back for a while now.
Cut it out.
No, stop.
Kaito. That's it.
What was that?
Hey, hey!
Oh, just thinking about life and how irreplaceable it is. You know what I mean?
Huh?
When a life ends, the closest to it mourn. But if you could somehow recycle that life, then those closest to it wouldn't need to mourn anymore, right?
That's nice!
If we could recycle life, that the world would be filled with hope. That's my point.
Hey!
Hey!
Alright, kids. Time for your grand re-entrance. What? Oh, what? What? Not these guys. No, I don't care. Oh, don't tell me there's more. Can I just... How much more is there? I might have to just end it here.
By the way.
Hell yeah!
Sweet Home Alabama, kids. I don't really care.
Thank you. What was that?
Just gonna skip this now.
Oh well.
Hell yeah!
Hey, hey! Shink!
Shut up. I won't let. No.
Here we go. Please.
What?
And I've never met someone so stubborn as you before. And I've never fallen for someone before.
What?
Makiro,
No.
I don't want this to end. I just don't...
I won't let you kill him.
That's why I won't let you kill Kaito. I absolutely won't let you.
My bad.
Makiro, I'm sorry, but that's not an option. I don't have as much time left as you think. I'm fighting just to stay standing.
Hey, so...
Hey Makiro, I asked you before, what's your enemy? Before you hated yourself so much. You didn't even like yourself a little. And wasn't that the reason you tried to distance yourself from others?
That's right.
You decided that you didn't deserve to have friends, didn't you? In emotion mode. The Monocubs are boring though. But I stopped, I stopped when I saw that Maki was having an emotional moment.
Don't worry about it.
Not anymore, huh? You're alright now. You fell for a guy like me. Now you can learn to like yourself.
Come on, man.
Hey, don't cry. Can't you send me off with one last smile?
I believe in you.
You guys too. I'm not gonna allow any tears. Send me off with a bang.
Okay.
Alright, Kaido. I won't cry.
I'll endure it.
Hey, me too. I'm gonna hold it in. I don't care about you. I can't cry even if I wanted to. Hey, sorry about the wait, Monokuma. You can go ahead and start now.
Okay!
Sobs internally. Okay, don't care about you. But let me just say this to the true mastermind controlling Monokuma.
Get ready!
You better get ready. My friends aren't gonna lose to you.
Please.
Okay.
Please do not worry.
Shuichi! The impossible.
Okay.
Makiro!
How long are you gonna cry? You should smile.
Sorry.
I can't. It's impossible, I can't. My bad for making you cry like that.
Alright!
Alright. Let's end this with a bang.
Kaito Momota.
Okay.
You don't gotta tell me, I'm excited to get this started.
Get ready!
It's
Alright. Let's get it over with. 3-hour stream! I'm tired. I wasn't even expecting to go this long. But I guess I'm not gonna stream tomorrow because I have work, so I guess extra special long stream for you guys. Okay. Blast off, second ignition. Where's the roof? We're just gonna burst through the roof? Wait, what? Oh. Oh. Okay. Did he like go through the other side of the planet or something? Oh. Error confirmed. Did he die before the execution actually happened? Oh. What? What was that though? Is he mad because he couldn't finish the execution? Kaito.
Right?
What's wrong with Kibo?
Well,
I'm fine, more importantly.
Hey!
What's the matter, Monokuma? Upset that Kaito won?
Yeah?
You gotta have it.
Because
You died before the end of your punishment. Kaito didn't die from the execution.
Okay.
That's right. Kaito wasn't killed by you.
Yeah.
It's Kaito's victory. I don't know if he meant to do it, but he certainly went out like a stubborn jackass. Well, whatever. It's not like this is the end of the killing game, so it's fine.
What was that?
Hell yeah!
hey!
That's right.
Well,
I just want an entertaining killing game, but you're certainly entitled to your opinion.
That's wrong.
That's enough. Enough of your Monokuma. I made a promise to Kaito. I will end the killing game.
That's it.
You're right.
We're ending the killing game. Can we end this stream?
Well, actually,
Let's get to the end of the chapter. Please.
so my
so long.
huh?
Why did I stay behind? Because I want to give you a reward for working so
Why
hard.
you're really bugging me.
Huh?
Flashback. Another flash. How long is this? I might have to end here. Because it's just going on. We're gonna see the flashback in the next episode. This stream has gone long enough. So, thank you for watching. This game. They drag on too much. Alright. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time on Cedar Cruise Live. There's no flashback, but okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna end. It's been 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's an hour and 15 minutes more than usual. So, bye!